Scott, winning your debut, what's running through your mind since you got the finish?
Oh man, it's a dream. You know what? It's still surreal. Just this whole week, media. It's just it's been a whirlwind. You know, I tried to stop and take it all in and not miss the forest through the trees, I guess you could say. And you know, it couldn't have ended better. Assess
your performance tonight.
It went kind of how I thought it was going to go. You know, I'd be a liar if I said that bonus wasn't in the back of my head. That rent check for a long time. So I'm calling it reverse octagon jitters. I wanted to finish him so badly I was throwing myself off the feet trying to hit him and put him away. So you know, I wasn't necessarily tired, but I was really going for the finish. So reverse octagon jitters.
You look like you had a good comfort level, pretty light on your feet, maybe didn't overreact to when he was stunned a little bit. Was that part of the plan for you to not just go too far and too crazy with the opportunities?
Yeah, the big plan was, you know, I've been out of the cage for a little over a year, so the big plan was to stay composed, take my time, pick my shots, and not rush it. So second round, I got a little overzealous. I went away from the game plan. We came back in the third, I think dialed it back in, and I decided to try my chances on the ground too. You know, I'm pretty good everywhere, I'm okay everywhere, so you know, wanted to put the full game on him.
Take us through that finish, how it developed and the opportunity presented itself, and then finishing him off with the rear naked choke.
Yeah, got his back. He tried to scramble a little bit, just wrestled him a little, snagged his back, put the hooks in. I was kind of threatening a head and arm choke, let him slide off, trying to bait him. Was watching his neck the whole time, and he kind of let up for a second and let his neck up, so I went for the finish.
At what point did you feel like you were going to win that fight once it got going?
You know, I was confident in my preparation. You know, I'm at one of the best gyms in the world. I think I have one of the best corners in the world too. All three of my guys. I was confident coming in. You know, I think that, you know, once I get rolling and I settle into the division, the octagon, I think I can hang with anybody.
What were the things that you're critiquing yourself on that you think, hey, next time out, I'm going to be even better in this area?
Just composure on the feet, not trying to do too much. He got hurt. I saw it in his eyes. He was wanting out of there, and I tried to really force it and put him away. I was throwing so hard, I knocked myself down twice. So, you know, just staying composed.
Who are some of the key guys? I know your camp, they really help you out. Who are some of the key guys that helped you through this opportunity in your UFC debut?
Well, you know, I've been training for this since day one. So, you know, there are a lot of guys along the way. Ben Harrison, my very first coach, John Kraus, Jeff Jimmel, all my coaches helped me prepare. UFC guys, Benson Henderson's helped me prepare along the way, and some this camp, David Mashad, Brian Barberina, a whole host of guys at MMA. We got a murderer's row of guys, so there's never an easy round.
At what point did you first set your sights on the UFC? How old were you, do you think, at that time?
I don't know. All the years are running together now. I'm getting up there. No, I don't know. It's still surreal to me. To me, yesterday, seems like yesterday I just wanted to do a fight for fun. You know, and I'm just still riding the wave. That's honestly how it's been. You know, just yesterday I was fighting in a high school gym. So that's just how it is.
Talk about the crowd here from Knoxville that came to support you.
Oh man, the crowd was amazing. They were even more crazy than I thought. You know, to look out here and to give them this win is really special for me because I think they deserve it. Some of those people have been there since day one. My very first fight was in a rundown high school gym in the snow in a blizzard. And the people that were in the crowd tonight, they drove hours and hours to see that fight. So this was for them. I wanted to give this to them.
You had the post-fight interview in the cage. What was that like to be in the UFC and then have your hand raised and then do a post-fight interview?
Yeah, again, it's a cliche, but it's a dream, you know. Like I said, even I visualized it. Bruce Buffer calling my name, yelling at me giving Bruce Buffer a fist bump. That's something I wanted to do. Every guy that does that, I say, I'm doing that. When I go out, I'm giving Bruce Buffer a fist bump. So, you know, to get that interview and to be that guy is special, and you know, I'm ready to get rolling now. I've got a good one under my belt.
What about Ovin St. Peru tonight? Talk about his opportunity in the main event.
Oh man, you can never count Vince out, man. I'm picking him to win. Obviously, it's my boy. We're from the same town. We're both Tennessee Vols. You know, we've been doing this since day one. If you saw the cars we used to drive in to get to practice, you'd be behind us too. But no, I'm ready for him to do it tonight. He just needs one shot. Doesn't matter, anybody in the world.
Hot sauce. Thanks so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Vince.
Stiller hit you with some pretty good shots. You hit him with some pretty good shots first and second round. Were you surprised that he was still standing after some of those punches?
Yeah, you know, I was, but he's tough. I knew he was tough. For me, you know, I was pushing the punches a little bit. I think I was just trying to throw too hard. So some of the punches were landing a little bit hard, but the snap is what knocks people down a lot of times, and I just didn't have that snap a lot of times. But there were a couple shots where I was like, man, and I think that's why I got a little overzealous in the second. I'm like, all right, I'm putting this guy away. He's not going to stand up. I'm going to hit him so hard he's going down, and I'd miss and fall down myself. So.
What does a post-fight celebration for a Tennessee native winning his UFC debut in his home state, what does that look like?
Oh, man, some Jack Daniels. No, just going to enjoy everybody. You know, I'm away from home. I spend a lot of time in Arizona now, so I don't get to see friends and family a lot. So just going to enjoy the crowd, and I'm going to go out in that crowd and hang and try to live it up and live in the moment. So it's a special night for me.
When you're getting very excited, you know, your second round, you come out with that flying knee towards the end, all the spinning the hooks. How did the team settle you down? What did they say to you when you got back to the corner?
Just relax. They said, hey, you don't need some big spectacular move to finish him. They said change levels, go to the body, clean him up with the hook, or double jab, right hand over top. It's there. And I started doing that in the third, and started finding some success. It turns out those guys in the corner know what they're talking about.
Well, you look pretty well off. How soon do you want to get back in there?
You know, I've said it a few times. I want to cut the line. You know, I'm here. You know, obviously I need some more experience, but I'm here to fight, man. I'm here to compete at the highest level. You know, and I'm not backing down.